Stranger. Why do I look so red on my face?
It's the beautiful sunshine.
No, it's not. I'm not that red.
Hello.
How are we doing?
Welcome.
Welcome. I'm just the echo.
Echo.
Hello.
So, we have launched the Wheel Fit Network. And this is our very first Q&A live from the network. So we're giving it a run, see how it goes. Welcome to our debut.
Yay. Welcome.
I'm going to link the website link to our new network. So if you are just seeing our video today and you're not a part of the network, this is an exclusive video that's getting shared with the network only. So you can join in with the network and take part in the poll. Because how our weekly Q&A works is simply we ask on a Monday what people want to hear on our weekly Q&A. They give us the questions and we come in and give our understanding of what we think the answer is. So, are we ready?
Indeed.
Okay. So this week, the two questions that our network community chose was number one.
Number one.
Do I make decisions that are beneficial to me? And number two, why is it not okay to take care of everyone else and not myself?
I thought number one is the question.
Yeah, so they get two questions.
No, that's deep. It's like...
We always do two questions.
Yeah.
And we try and link them together as well. So
yeah, of course.
These two got the winning vote this week.
I thought the question is number one?
Explain.
Is number one?
Yeah.
Does it not sound like a question? Okay.
I got you. Okay.
Right. Is number one? All right. So, okay. That's done. Do I make decisions that are beneficial to me? I would really want to know who asked this question. Is it you asking this question?
No, it's the community. Okay. They chose these questions.
So you gave us a series of questions.
Yeah, so I give 5 questions a week.
Okay.
And they choose what they think would help them.
Okay. So we have to look at these things like this. Okay. So let's say out of 20 or 300 people that chose, do I make decisions that are beneficial to me? We have to look at it like this. Are the people there male, female, under a certain age, above a certain age, right? All this have a different approach to answering the question, right? So if I'm seeing the question, the more I'm looking at the question could be answered in more different ways. Can I look at the question? More. Do I make decisions that are beneficial to me? Well, let's see. Are you happy? All right, think about it, write it down. Okay. Then, if you are happy, if you are contained, if you are happy and contained with who and what you are in the certain and the place that you are, then you might be making good decisions, right? Also, now, if you say, do I make the right decisions that are beneficial to me in terms of what you're eating, right? Because this could be answered so someone may be coming from the background of, oh, do I make the right decisions that are benefiting my diet, you know, and do I choose my products well before I buy them, before I take them home. Other people might be like thinking about their life, you know, and not just diet, you know. So we have to think that we have to take the question to the deeper meaning of the question, and to the level of understanding that everything that we decide is starts from within the mind, right? So you have to first, if you're doubting that you're taking the right decisions, maybe you need to approach it in a different way, you know. Maybe you need to approach from the point of, what do I want to achieve, right? This is for some reason the question doesn't stay with me, and you have to decide what is beneficial to you. Everyone's end goal is different. Like, I'll give you guys an example. Let's say you have a millionaire, right? A family of millionaires that they earn obviously millions, because it's in the name, right? So no, he didn't get that one.
That was a good joke. Yeah, I'm just a little bit slow. It's Wednesday.
So you have another family that only earns like £40,000 a year, and the other family earns millions a year, right? Now, what would be a higher increase in the intake of the money of the person, that of the family that earns only 40,000? Now, it would be very beneficial to them if they would earn another 40,000 on top of that 40,000, and they will be happy, and for the maybe even contain with that, and for the moment, or even for the rest of their lives, they will be happy, and they will say, this 40,000 is very beneficial to me, right? But if you was to give that 40,000 extra to the family that's earning millions, that would not be much of a benefit to them, because only their yachts, the cost of having a yacht costs more than that a year, you know. So even to take a trip from A to B, the cost that you will have to put in the petrol or whatever the yacht consumes, it probably costs about 40. So it would be beneficial, but a small benefit, not like, yeah, £1 million benefit, right? So now you have to decide what is the benefit that you're looking for. Do I make decisions? And then of course, if you're putting the stress on you, like, I'm not making the right decisions, you have to ask yourself, what is the right decision, and what is a left decision, right? I wouldn't say wrong, I say left decision, right? Because there's no decision a wrong decision. You have to understand, you start from A and you want to end up to B, right? Now, it's nobody's problem that you stop in between, you know, or you go to the shop in between, and you take a left turn instead of going straight line. You're taking a left turn. So you have to understand that if you're taking a left decision, that doesn't mean that is a wrong one, you know. So maybe you should look at it in the end goal, and define what is the thing that you define as beneficial to you. Maybe it's that inner peace, maybe it's that extra couple of thousands or millions, you know. So if you chasing something that you think you want because you see it everywhere, but it's not really what you want, you see, there's no benefit there, because you're chasing something that you don't really want. So the benefit would be to sit down and understand what you really want, right? And then the decision, then you won't need to make a decision. All you have to understand, the thing that you really want, you know, is the understanding that you want to travel, maybe, you know. Because if you go to the shop and come back, that's a different type of traveling. You want to travel the world and going to the shop and coming back is not really traveling, you know.
Mm.
So you want to travel, and what is the decision that you should make when you want to travel? What is it? You know, maybe you say, "Oh, I'm going to take this job. It doesn't matter that it doesn't pay a lot, but I can travel." Right? Maybe you should look into getting on a different job that is sending you away into different places, or maybe you should be like working in the tourism or whatever, right?
Mm.
So you see, it's not about taking quick and left decisions. It is about finding the benefit that is beneficial to you. It's not about the decision. It's about finding the benefit that is actually benefiting you. It's finding this thing that is making you content. So like that, you won't even need to take a decision. You know, decisions to be like, I don't know, do I turn left now or do I turn right now in bed? You know, I don't think that you should focus on taking decisions. You should focus on finding the thing that is making you happy, because that is the benefit. The end goal is to be content, you know, which means if you Google that, you will understand that that means to be happy, make enough money, be confident, and so on and so on. It's many things in the same one, right?
Mm.
So,
And you know, there's so many different scenarios of life, isn't it? We take decisions that are beneficial to us. Some might say, "Oh, I went to school for 6 years after I was 18 because I saw that it's beneficial to me." Some would say, "I gave up my love for travel to raise a family." So with every family or every individual, like you say, the do I is going to be completely unique to their own world, isn't it?
well, I can give you an example. Like a couple of years ago, I wasn't as open as today. And I wouldn't say I was going through depression, but I was going through a lot of uh, rehab, as in reconnecting myself with my inner self,
Mm.
right? So reconnecting the inner self with the energy of the universe, right? So everything that I learned till that point, I was guided by those things, and there was a benefit in terms of me learning them, because otherwise I would have not had to go through the process of, someone will call it depression and whatever. You was lost, you know.
Mm.
They say you're lost, you can't be found, you need to reach out, you need help, and so on. Luckily me, I didn't reach out to anyone, and I reached in, right? And I found my real self, right? Now everyone around me might say that that wasn't a good thing that happened to me, but it is beneficial in terms of I can answer your questions today. You know, so we have to see the bigger picture in terms of we take a decision today and it doesn't give us necessarily everything that we want, or things don't come as we expect them like that, but things have a way of happening. We just have to stay um, positive and have a righteous an open mind in terms of things that we really want. Okay.
Okay, so let's make like a scenario for the sake of our poll voters, yeah? So say I'm not going to name anybody. Number one person, they want to really overcome the issue they have with the negativity of the mind, the way they look, the way they eat, the way their family is eating. But the partner is working all the time. The children need to be taken care of. It's too much money to send the children to nursery. So the partner that wants to change decides to get a job as well. And what happens is they make decisions based on trying to make ends meet for the family. Like you said before, there's no right and wrong. But what would you say to that person when they're making those types of decisions?
I would say that person, stop making things up. All right, first, stop making things up. Try and live the day as they come. Don't make up things for the future. Don't create worries. You know, right? A lot of the time we create things that never happen. Right? Take things slowly. Right? We're not living in 1970s, 175s when nobody had. We had to struggle for food. There's food everywhere, all the corners. We live in an amazing time. We live in an amazing system, and the only thing that would not get you your food is your fear. Right? How can you eat if you're trembling with fear? Right? And what I'm referring to eat, I'm referring to your eating the spiritual and the positiveness, not eating the food. Right? That should answer all your questions. All the questions that you had there. Couple of questions. Is just stop making your own reality based on things that never happened.
The what ifs, but.
Yeah. Right?
Okay. And also, this is an interesting one. This is what people would call a people pleaser. Why it is not okay to take care of everyone except for myself.
This is the second question, yeah?
Yes.
Well, if we was to answer this question truthfully, there is nobody else but you. Right? If we was to answer this question truthfully and spiritually, there is nobody else outside of you, just yourself, right? And everything that's happening to you and for you is because you have to change as a human being, right? So whenever you try to please the crowd, is forgetting about the real person that you should be pleasing. Look outside and you will see all is the problem, you know. Look within, you will still see the problem, but you can also change it, right? Outside you can change one person. Inside, if you change yourself, you change everyone. Right? I know that's for me the question is answered personally, but you guys might want more details on it. So I say, even though you think that you're helping someone outside of yourself, you're not really helping. So let me tell you this: like whenever you see a person, like I'll give you an example. Right? If you're struggling with money and you borrow money and you borrow and you borrow and you borrow and you borrow, and people around you, they always give you because you're a nice guy and they love you, but you're always gonna be in that state, right? You're gonna end up one day, and no matter how much you borrow, let's say you borrow £50,000, millions of pounds, you have them in your account, you're gonna end up being unhappy because those money are not really earned by you, right? So what do I mean by earned? You haven't really offered anything in exchange of that money. Someone just gave you the money. If you wake up tomorrow with £1 million in your account, I'm not saying it's a bad thing or a wrong thing. It's an amazing thing. Enjoy it, right? All I'm saying, if you wake up with £1 million in your account, whoever gave it to you, it was nice, very nice person. But also now you are at the road where you have to make the biggest decisions in your life, in terms of you can use the money to uplift yourself even more, and I'm not meaning in a materialistic way, right? Because the more you invest in the materialistic side of yourself, the more you forget about investing about the spiritual and the inner side of yourself. Now, to give you the quotation, is like this: if someone gives you millions of pounds, he would rob you from the amazing opportunity of you growing as a person and finding what you really have to offer, right? Because you already have the money now and you don't really want to put the effort in for anything, right? But if you don't have the money, then now you are more driven to get the money. In the process of getting the money, you are sharpening yourself, right? So you are shaping yourself. So you're like polishing yourself as a diamond, right? So the more and the harder you work to get that value, you're also giving value. And when you give and you give your hard labor, hard work, knowledge, in return you get paid for it, you will get such an amazing feeling, because you actually earned the money, and you earned not just the money, you actually earned the appreciation of it. That's what you really earned. It's not about just the money. Don't get me wrong. If your goal in life is just to make money, you'll probably be happy for a little bit, but keep in mind, easy come, easy go. And also, like I said, when you get something for free, you get robbed of the opportunity of polishing your own self. You get robbed of the opportunity of finding who you really are, what you're really good at, what you're really here for, how can you help the world. You get robbed of the greatness that lives within you, and only by working and pushing forward every step, you can really bring it up and bring it out of you, and then make a difference. Okay, that's what you really should look for. Of course, you might be getting the money, and you might be driven even more to push forward towards more. To get more content, to get more shining, to help more people, to make more of a difference, to grow more. And then if you are one of those persons, please contact me. I really want to be around you. Not because of your money, because of your driven attitude to always make a difference, and always push this mental barriers and boundaries, physical boundaries that we think we have. You always want to push more, and you always want to achieve more as a person. And I would want to be your friend. All right. If you are one of them people. All right. And if you're not one of them, and you think I am, and you want to be my friend, then again, stay tuned. You never know. We might be just the best friends. Anyways, I really think I answered the second question, unless you have something else to ask.
No, it was lovely. It was very deep questions today as well. Very self-reflecting questions, people actually stepping outside of the family and friends and circle of influence bubble and saying, hey, am I actually living a life beneficial to me, or am I doing this just because of the people around me? There was something within our audience that asked themselves, hey, this is something I actually want to wake up to. So well done for choosing the questions. Thank you for taking the time for choosing them.
I will add one more thing on this, which is probably very well known around. If you was to take care of everyone else around you and not yourself, think of it like this. If you was to drink the water, right? You have a bucket of water, right? Now, you are the cup, right? And you want to help a person around you, right? The water is the thing that they need, right? Keep in mind, you are the cup. The thing that they need is the water. The water lives in the bucket. The bucket let's say, is the surroundings, the world, is the world, right? Now, let's put it this way. If you disappeared, they would need to find a different person to give them the water. Why don't you help those people become a cup like you, instead of just giving them water all the time, right? So what I'm saying here, help someone become independent in the mind, not independent in terms of I pay my own bills, look at me, I wear my own shoes. Right, good for you. It's not a problem. It's very well done to you. But that is a lot of place there to improve. You know, that's just the beginning of what is really meant to, right? So look, I gave you one of the biggest amazing things here, right? I just told you, the bucket is the world, right? The surround is the planet, right? What we need is in that bucket, which is the water, the living thing, whatever I need, money or feelings, love, appreciation, whatever, right? Now, you are the means for the other person, which means you are a cup. Because you are the cup, you have the knowledge how to give it, right? You can take and give. Here you go, drink. You always help because you help. Here, take some money. Here's a hug. Here's some more money. Here's more hug. Let me help you with your training and this and that. You can't pay for your sessions today. Not a problem. I'll help you again. So I'm giving you that water constantly. But here, the end here is, that's why we're having this for free. We're not charging you. We're trying to make you be cups like us, right? And you become a cup, and then you should help someone else become a cup and spread the love more and more and more. And then we have no need to go out for riots. We would go out for picnics. We would go out to laugh. We would go out to enjoy life. Stay happy. Wish you well. Go and enjoy your dinner.
Be amazing. Thank you for taking the time to join us. You've been live with the We All Fit Q&A on a Wednesday. Join the network and take part in our Q&A next week.
All the best.